Okay, there is a sender who is sending an email. So let's say this sender is from gmail.com, or this sender is from any domain, is trying to send it, and that person is sending it to the Office 365. All right. So what is happening over here is like, first that email will be scanned. Okay, that email will be scanned over here. First, it will be scanned for what? It will be scanned for, so if there are no attachment, see, like if there are no attachment, it will be directly sent to the recipient without any scanning. So whereas if there is an attachment, if there is a suspicious attachment, what will happen? It will be sent to something called as a detonation chamber. So what this detonation chamber will do is called as a sandbox. So what is the idea of this? What it will do is like, it will treat the email, it will treat the email as such the email has landed onto the mailbox. Okay. And then it will, it will wait for the, malware or anything that is malicious to start working. So what are the chances that it will look up? It will check if it is an executable, if that is trying to become like an executable. Okay. Second, it will see if there is trying to call the system registry. Okay. It will try to call the system registry, and next is it will see if it is trying to elevate. It will check if it is trying to elevate it to an administrative privileges. Okay, that is the idea over here. And if there are no such activity, okay, so if there are no such activity, then it is a good email. Then it will go to the next step wherein it is going to send it over here. If it has found that, okay, if it has found that it is trying to become an executable, or if it is trying to call the registry or something, then it will put it and it will purge it over here, marking it as an unsafe.
Okay.
So,
Sir,
yes.
okay. Sir, okay, where the links get scanned, URLs?
Second here, first step is attachment. Second
Mhm.
step is the malicious link.
Okay.
So both are done by Office 365 EOP. Okay. So now,
Uh,
mm,
so one question, okay. In Proofpoint, there is one concept that if means the trap concept, okay.
mm,
When attacker, what the attacker did, they create a link and send it to the user, and it passes all the filters because the link is safe. Okay. After that, is attacker change the email from background, and it become a suspicious. After that, email get pulled. Means you trap has means getting also email, each and every email get rewritten. Means URL defense, then email address. Sorry, URL. Okay. Every email which comes from Proofpoint, it get rewrite it in a way that it, when user get click, it get rewrite first Proofpoint security page and check whether it's malicious or not. So
mhm.
some kind of behavior is checking here in safe links, or it check only one time.
Same thing, no? So safe link is checking for the link, and it is trying to rewrite it also.
Okay,
If it,
means email URL get on the plain URL. There is no rewriter, right? Attached in that URL.
no, it will be rewritten with a,
Okay,
yes. So it will be scanned and it will be rewritten actually.
okay.
So that's what it is saying over here.
Right, right. Rewrite. I
Yeah, yeah,
missed that part.
it
Yeah.
is right there, right there. Okay, cool. So as you could see over here, that first step is the attachment scanning. Second step is the link scanning. If all okay, then it will be landed to the recipient. If it is provided to be, if the links are not to be safe, what is it will do is like it will take off that malicious link. It will add a simple re-return link and it will send it. Okay, that is the idea over here. Okay, that is
So,
the
yeah, sir, we check the ZAP policy, right? If
yes,
email get delivered, then it get purged from user's mailbox. How
exactly.
they get track of it means each and every email get track that this attachment is sent means how the tracking is working.
Means
Means after email delivery,
okay.
it becomes suspicious, right? But how it take a track that this email gets suspicious means it check any attachment hashes or how it
Okay.
check.
So how it is checking is, for example, let's say an email got delivered to you at what is the current time? 04:49 p.m.
Mhm.
Okay.
Uh-huh.
So now let's say the email came from say like sd@samsung.com.
Okay.
So now that email has an attachment, that email has a link, everything looks to be safe. Now let's say at 5 p.m. Microsoft is releasing a new update. In that update, Microsoft is defining it saying like this kind of things are categorized to be a malicious one.
Okay. Uh-huh.
So what is it I'm trying to tell you is like after a new update comes from Microsoft, the Zap starts working in the background. So we don't
Okay.
do anything. We don't do anything. We are just spectators over here.
Mhm.
So who's deciding is like Microsoft is releasing an update defining that so and so thing, which if you have allowed it, go ahead, block him, go ahead, remove from the environment is the action item given from the Microsoft side to the Zap.
Okay. Okay. Understood. Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Cool.
So these two actions that we see over here, say like dealing with the attachment and dealing with the link, these two actions are written over here are like categorized into two different rules, two different policies over here saying the safe attachment and the safe links. Okay, so let's talk about the safe attachment. You'll get a better idea.
Mhm. In Proofpoint, they called TAP, Targeted Attack Protection,
Mhm.
which means which protect from URL defense, attachment defense, and SaaS defense. Three criteria.
Okay, so okay, so coming back over here, as I always tell you that this is the default protection that we have it. So same way here, let's go create a new one. I click on this and then I go with additional safe attachment policy. Okay, same ideology. So here, what is that additional action that we are going to take is that saying if there are any attachment which are found to be unsafe, how do you want to act onto it is the question over here. So now either you can turn off, like the way you are saying, like I don't want attachment to be scanned for this whole domain, then you can turn it off, which is highly not recommended. So it should be something like, it should be like a very, very important one. So it has to be scanned. So next is you are just going to monitor it. We are going to deliver that message if malware is detected and track scanning results. So that is not a recommended one, or you can block it. Block the current and future message with the detected malware. This is the third one. The one which I personally recommend is the fourth one, called as a dynamic delivery. So what is going to happen is, like, let's say there is an email coming from here and that email has got an attachment. So here, Office 365, if it is unable to decide, okay, let's say like there is a sense of doubt to check whether this email is a good email. I mean, the attachment is a good attachment or a bad attachment. If there is a sense of doubt, what is it what is that Microsoft will do? What is it EOP will do is that it will take the attachment and deliver the message without attachment. Okay, it will strip off the attachment and it will deliver only the text message. Okay, and it will take its own time. It will take its own time to scan it, and then it will reattach the attachment into the email. That's what it will do.
Oh, so user can see the behavior, the attachment was not in email, and after that attachment get
Exactly. So the
attached.
place where the attachment will regularly will be there, right? It will say like scanning in progress. It will say that scanning in progress on the place where it says attachment, and the user will be able to read the email text. Email text, user will be able to read it. There is no doubt about it. And the email will become a red email. When I say red email, which means like when you read an email, it will become a normal, non-bold, it will happen, right? So when Microsoft is going to attach the attachment back into this email, that will become an unread email. Do you get this idea? Because people ask me saying like, hey, how do I know that the attachment is added again? So to answer that question, saying like, when the attachment is reattached onto your actual email, it will become an unread email so that you can go back and revisit it. That's the idea. All right. So that is the job of this dynamic delivery, in which like you will be able to preview the message.
So there will be no email. It's just a same email attachment get added, right?
Yes, exactly.
Okay, means there is no concept that one email get copy and email with no attachment gets sent. After that, the original email gets sent. No,
No,
it's
no, no,
just attaching
no, no.
the.
That's what the body of the email will all be the same. Just the attachment will be
Yeah,
rightly available.
yeah. I'm asking you this question because we created the same rule on Proofpoint. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
remove the what do the remove the attachment and send the email to the user. Okay, after this scanning,
Mm-hmm.
if user wanted, then email get released and user will means if user wanted, we adding this text that attachment for this email get removed. If you want, then contact SOC. Then SOC will analyze that email attachment. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
means we done this for executable attachment, and after that user SOC release that email. But what happened? The in the same email, the message ID same. That's why the email get deleted. The new email get deleted. That's why we change the message ID.
Message ID will be same only, na, because it is the same email.
Yeah, that's why the second email will not get delivered because the same email with same message ID is already present there. So email with attachment is not reaching to the user. That's why we just change some message ID and
And
send it back,
adding
send it to
extra
the user.
speed or something like that.
Yes.
Yeah, I mean, proof points weird. I mean, works weirdly.
Okay. Good. I never faced that one. All right. Okay. So here we
Is
have
there
this.
any
Yes.
time limit, or we can define a time for scanning? Let's say 1 minute, 2 minute.
No, we don't have that time limit, because like again, if you define it, it's going to be time critical one, right? Which Microsoft will not be able to complete it also.
Okay.
So Microsoft will take their own time, but as far as I know, not a longer time, but a very quick one. They will be able to tell you whether it is
Uh,
a good one or not.
Mayur, Microsoft can do this because it has over control on the tenant and the email filtering. In our case, Proofpoint do not have control on the email tenant. So
Yeah.
that's why they do not get attached the attachment.
Okay. So that's what, but here it's all the same OEM, right? Microsoft has the complete end-to-end control, so they can do that.
Mhm.
All right. So here we have this one.
Hmm.
So don't want to name this redirect. Say next, submit.
Okay.
So the policy is created. So now let's talk about the fifth policy, which is the safe links over here. Remove the one which is not required. So let me go click on this safe links. Create one. So now, as you could see over here, links are not just meant to the emails. They are related, they are related with your teams as well. That's why you have this. That's why you have this option over here saying that this email plus the safe links is working onto your teams as well.
Mhm.
Okay. So what is it saying over here is like email, when on email, this on safe link checklist known of unknown malicious link, users click in email. URLs are rewritten by default. Okay, so what are the steps it is doing is like it's going to apply the safe links to email message sent within the organization, real-time URL scanning, wait for URL scanning to complete, and do not redirect URL to check safe link API only. So same way you have when a link is sent by a user over the teams, then it is going to work on that. Okay, so that is the idea over here. And then either through the Office 365 applications. Okay, so what is going to do with the Office application is the one which is the SharePoint. Say like if someone is trying to share it via the SharePoint application, then it will do the job over here. All right, so that is the idea. Same way, say like the click protection settings. Okay, so all these things fall into the safe link policy. All right, so just click on next. So when there is a link which is happening like this, so do you want to notify it or not is the question. Use the default notification text. Next, submit, done. Right. So the idea over here is like these 5 policies fall into your ATP and EOP, so which will help in protecting your environment in a much better way. So that is the idea over here. So what is the task for you? As I told you that you have your security administrator access. So go ahead, create few policies. Okay, so create policies totally with your access, and yeah, just put your name in the front of the policy. I will understand whether you created it or not.
Sure.
Any questions that you have?
So far.
Okay, so this is a start. So we have a lot of things to learn. So I'm sure that will be helpful. Okay, so anyways, you have your ID, so make use of it. And if you have any questions, feel free to drop a message onto our group. And Amit will share yesterday's and today's recording probably today or tomorrow. And in case if he is not doing, just drop a message, he will do that for you.
Yeah. So we have to share our IDs, right, with him?
Yeah, so you have to share your email ID. So we'll let Amit ask for it when it is ready, so that you can share your email ID and access will be granted to you.
Okay, fine.
Okay. Yeah.
All right. Thank you guys. Talk to you soon.
Okay.
Bye.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Bye.